Colts. We are in Indianapolis. Let's start this game. The 3 seed, the 3 seed, the Colts versus the what's here today? The 30 seed, the Lions. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I know run to the bed until we all got the nuggets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League
is
on the air.
You can hear my
Just
little brother in the
time ago,
background.
smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. With Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
Wait, did I?
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines.
Hines.
No gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him.
Little brother's at the age where he's just starting to talk
move
like
up
a
to the
lot.
next level if you don't take care of him first.
So yeah, he's gonna
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
Wait, Andrew
A
Luck?
gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third
Lead
down.
to Hines, but okay.
Everyone's got to be
I
able
guess
to
the
catch
Colts
the
have
football.
Andrew Luck,
Doesn't
and that's
matter
why
what
they got
position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's
And
Luck.
That's deep, and it's complete to Hines.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Yep,
Able to get it up past the 45.
It's going to be called a
good
first
pickup
and
there,
10.
21 yards.
No, look at this beautiful
I'm not sure
pass
this play
right
was designed
to
for
him.
him specifically,
And he
but
gets
they got
out of
through the
bounds.
progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said,
And
2 catches. So
Luck is going to
if they can
pass
get him
it,
more in the
and
passing
that's
game,
right down
that
the
should open up his
middle.
running game, too. He
Well,
takes
kind
this
of
one
down the
down
middle.
almost all the way to
But
the 30.
yeah, it's over
Yeah,
at
good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Hilton for 21 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31, the Colts look like they're going to have a scoring drive here.
He's got Jack
And that's
and
complete.
inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Number
Indianapolis
84.
moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I don't know.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily
1st and
accurately.
10.
In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up
That's
for this
complete
first
to
drive of the
Hilton,
plan so
who
far.
Man,
And a good game here
just
of
get
9
9
from the 19
yards.
down to the 10.
They're at the 10.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now for the Colts with how they're driving.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Handoff
This
to
is
Hines,
Marlon
who
Mack,
gets the
3rd-year
first.
running back. And he's going to be
And
brought
a couple
down just
extra
shy of the
yards.
5
4
at the
yards.
6.
Oh, that wasn't that was
4
Matt.
yards the pickup, first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And that's complete.
It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
And actually the DUI.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off.
Now the
not only to get him
Indianapolis
involved,
Colts up
but to send a message
7-0.
to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
First half, first quarter. These usually take a while. Shows it. talking. Come on. Come on. Trying to skip it.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, Stafford, the completion to Ritter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we?
Maybe let that one go,
right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver.
2nd and 11.
Catch everything.
And there's a fake
so it's
handoff.
really hard to be mad at him and
that's complete up the middle.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That
one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10.
Stafford
and
on 1st
that's
down.
A fake handoff.
Toward the right side,
thrown out of
but
bounds
it's
by
incomplete.
Stafford.
He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be
this
small
game
in the
determines who
NFL.
faces Carolina
Quarterbacks who make quick
in the
decisions
2nd round.
and have quick releases.
Carolina, the number 1 seed.
In this league.
The winner faces
Look
them.
at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn, pushing
Johnson.
forward for 3 up to the 48.
Timeout for Indiana. It's Hooker. You can hear the Let's Go Colts chants in this stadium.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He finds Riddick complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
1 yard. 4th and 8, they are going to be forced to punt it off.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
You should.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball
And
downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Look at that run by
Marlon. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time.
Andrew Luck's going to run with it. He's going to get the first.
And he slides to
he slides down.
A nice job
rush
on the escape and
yards.
scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
The Lions 46.
Out of the gun. Luck. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's Love. This goes underneath to Doyle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Gets 2 yards on the catch.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Right
Got
over
it complete to Rodgers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll fake it. Now
fake handoff from Luck. He's taking his time. He looks like he's going to get sacked. And yes, he does. Can't take that much time.
He's taken down.
Trey Flowers,
the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Second and 17.
On second down, here's a run with Matt.
And Marlon Mack.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Third and 19.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I don't know.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down.
10-0, Indianapolis.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
Again. And here we go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
To Detroit.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Kneel this one in the end zone.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There's first and 10. Stafford hands it off.
Man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running back.
And that's complete to number 11.
Your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Hooker with the top. He got a little injury in the beginning of the game. Just a little one.
Yeah, the catch on
And
second
that's
down,
2
but it
minute
didn't
warning.
help at all, and now they're looking
2
at
minutes
third
left
down
in the
here.
first half. And Stafford takes too much time. He is sacked for a loss of 7. No, not a loss. Yeah, loss of 7. I think.
We step
It's
aside.
like a loss of 7. I don't know. I think it was a loss of 7. I don't know. That's kind of just a guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Here's
4th
Sam
and
Martin
13.
now.
They're going to
As
punt
he'll
it off
kick it
once
away for the
again.
second time.
Second time this game, there's the punt.
Broken tackle.
One broken
It'll be
tackle
a
on that return,
51-yard
but
punt that
doesn't
time.
get much.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
It is
I like
10-0
the way you're thinking
Indianapolis.
because you're exactly
See if
right.
they can
Trying to sit
extend
on a
that
lead
lead
and play
in
that way, that doesn't work
this
too well
minute.
for most teams. Run your
On this
offense.
drive,
Run
and
what you
that's
do best.
Andrew Luck's first
Put it all the
incomplete
way
pass of
down
the day.
and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
And that's complete.
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last
There we
pass
go.
play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now
3rd and 1.
Locke.
And that's
This
complete.
goes out right to Doyle. And he'll be
Doyle.
stopped right
For
at
the first.
midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards, hit a first
Oh, that's
down.
to Walker, sorry. I
Gotta
was
say, I was a little
thinking
surprised
they
to see him,
defensive
Charles, come
players.
out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 50,
And
it's
Andrew Luck. And a pass
Funches
that's
has it
complete to
And past
17.
the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts.
Funches.
18 and a first
18
down.
yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
30 seconds left. That's complete
Left side, he's got
over
him in.
to
That's
Hines. For
They'll
a
give
gain
him
of
a yard
1.
on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Final
Now a
timeout.
timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Vinatieri's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
hate how they always do these, and it takes so long.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
And high snap is
more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Faking the give to Johnson, now it's Stafford.
Really taking his time.
Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Marcus Hunt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Taken from just outside the 30.
And that's 1 tackle.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And he looked like he was about to throw it
deep. Gets
sacked
they couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
It's going to be a loss.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
On 2nd and 18. And that's deep, and it's caught.
Well, they'll get this well past midfield before
I can't remember his name, Doyle.
Before the 35.
That's caught by Doyle.
43 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
And look at that. That is
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Andrew
Now
Luck.
Luck. Throw
That's
complete there.
over
Rodgers.
to number 80.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Andrew Luck, they're on 3rd and 7. And that one looks like
going to be incomplete.
Caught.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
51 yards.
And this will split the
And
uprights.
it is
It's
good.
right down the middle.
16-0.
And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Indianapolis Colts have had their first drive, they have a touchdown, so 7-0. And their second drive, a field goal, 10-0. Third drive, field goal, 13-0. And now another field goal, 16-0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Almost a touchdown.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and come more of that.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Take the snap,
and that just means
and that's a
you're
fake
one big
handoff.
score away from being right
And
back
that's
there.
The question is, can this
by
offense
Kenny
step up and make
Golladay.
that
Is he
play? 'Cause
gonna
that's
go
been
all
an
the
issue for them in
way?
this game. And
Kenny
he'll be taken down,
Golladay
but
with
first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the
Great
catch
play
and
by
run.
him.
71 yards.
Whatever to
Excellent
Golladay.
execution, and now
And
they're
he
set up
gets away
nicely.
from
Are
the
they
man that was
ever?
covering
Red
him.
zone? I wonder what
Almost
the next
goes all
play
the
call
way.
is going to be because after a big
This could
play
be
like
the
that,
first
a lot of teams like to use the
Lions
momentum to
touchdown.
launch another one.
They'll try and run. This
There's
is
the
Johnson.
handoff.
And he's going to take it in
Carry
for a
on.
Lion touchdown.
Carryon Johnson goes into the end zone for a
5-yard
touchdown.
run as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right
And
back,
they go
quick,
they went for
fast,
2.
and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way
Focus,
in
focus.
and tuck it away.
16-6 now, Indianapolis. Detroit getting their first points of the game.
So after the
And here's
touchdown,
the
Martin
kickoff.
now on to kick this one away.
From the Lions.
This one fielded at the 5.
He's gonna Return it. That's a... Oh my gosh. Is he going to go all the way?
And he finally runs
that
out of
was
gas,
so close
but
to
not
being
before he's inside the
first ever
10-yard
MFL
line.
Similar to golf,
Kickoff
you never
return
want to count a score
touchdown,
before
but
it actually happens.
he gets all
but
the
you
way
have
to the
figure
Colts.
they thought
8.
they were going to get 6 on
That
that
was
play.
crazy.
Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle,
Return.
1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Yeah, Locke is going
Here's
to
Locke.
throw it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And that's a handoff to Marlon Mack, who's
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a game
3rd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
One receiver left is Hilton, and this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Locke on 3rd and goal.
And that's intercepted.
Oh,
and look at him go.
And now nothing but
He's
green ahead
gonna
of
go
him.
all the
40.
way.
He's at
Oh,
the
and number
30.
21 is catching up to him. Hines. That's
And he
a
will
pick
score.
6 by the
Touchdown,
Lions.
Lions.
Oh my gosh. We've had a couple of
Short
really
throw,
big
pick
plays in a
six
row.
right there,
First,
those linebackers, they
oh my
love when those short
okay,
throws
now
come
they're only
to those
down
eyes
a
get
field
real
goal. So
wide, don't
first,
they?
How about the
we had,
anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the
that
ability to catch the
game.
football and take it in the opposite direction.
Back now in Indianapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Almost kickoff return touchdown. And now we just had a pick 6.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Lions.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Staying on the ground.
And there's another handoff to Mack.
The tackle made there by Jared
4 yards
Davis.
on it, 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The shotgun
3rd and
snap for
5.
Locke.
There's a flag on the play.
Rodgers
Complete
brings it
over
in.
to 80.
And this effort won't be enough
It's
as
against
they
the
rally
offense,
up
holding
to
for
stop
10
him a
yards on
couple of
Clinton
yards
Nelson.
short. So instead of giving them another
4th
3rd
and
down,
2.
they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Lions can just tie it up with a field goal here.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
Right over.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to
For
say
2 yards.
defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
2nd and 8 now.
To throw
Stafford's
again on
gonna
2nd
pass.
down. Stafford.
And it's
And he's
complete.
got Amendola on the
Over
connection.
the 12.
And
Amendola.
he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at
3rd
the
and
38-yard
5
line.
now.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as
3rd
we
and
come
5
up on
now.
a big 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Stafford.
And that's
They'll find
complete.
Galladay. That's complete.
That's a Galladay.
First down Lions on a
Complete
pickup
to
of
Galladay
13.
for 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the
First down now.
pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles
At
Davis.
Indianapolis 49.
On 1st and 10,
And Stafford throws it deep.
And it's going to wind up
back up.
incomplete.
There's a flag on the
we
play.
do have a flag
Pass
down.
interference.
Let's check in with our referee.
21 yards.
So flag for the contact.
And now they can
pass
just-
interference.
The
And I
Lions
know
are
that
now.
you're going to look at me and roll your
they're only
eyes,
down
and
a field goal.
rightfully
They can
so,
just get
because
a
you know
field
what I'm
goal
going to
tied
say.
up. No, they want
Doesn't the
to take
defender
the
have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
1st down.
Here's
Stafford.
Stafford. And
Right
this is
over.
caught by Curse. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's
2nd and
delivered. Gets both
6.
feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is
Stafford
Stafford.
just
This is Rick
gets it
on the
complete.
screen.
Oh
And
my
he picks
gosh,
up the
right
first
there.
down yardage as he
Look at
takes
that.
this one
That's
down
the
to the
first
15.
down. That was
Got
great
what they
play by
needed
him.
there. The drive
Ready?
continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Just slings it over him.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play
Runs
caller sensed that
through and
the
gets the
screen
first.
pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure
driving.
against the defense. And it worked very
And
well
that's
there
caught.
for a first
Oh,
down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the
10.
safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to
2nd
get a
and 10.
ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And
On 2nd down
Stafford
now.
hands it off.
It's Johnson. And he's
Carry
brought
on
down just
Johnson,
outside of the 10 at
how
the
many yards does
11.
he get? He gets 4.
Call it a gain of 4, and
3rd
it'll
and
leave him with a
6.
3rd down and 6 to go.
Which
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first
Right
down. It was to
about that.
accomplish
Really
what they
nice
did
play
to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and
3rd
they
and
did.
6 out. 2-minute warning. Timeout. 2 minutes left in this game. The Lions only down 3. And then the 30 seed. Colts are the 3 seed.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Stafford
Line,
with a give.
and that's
This
a
is
handoff,
Reddick.
and there's a
And
flag
he'll
on
be
the
tackled
play.
right on the 10,
It's
well
against
short of the
offense
first down.
holding.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So on
Lions,
4th down, out
they make
trots
this
the
field
kicker
goal. This
in a
game
big
is
spot
tied
here.
with 2 minutes left in the game.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And we are all
16,
tied here in the final
16.
stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And here's
so here
the
comes the
kickoff.
Kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
To Indianapolis.
This is fielded at the goal line.
And he's taken
Take
down
this
at
up
the
past
22.
the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game
and take this game to the first ever
you
OT
gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for
in
them
the
going on
MFL
offense right now.
tournament.
But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
There's Luck. That's deep. It's caught
in downfield.
by
this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
The 43. Luck passes it over to Rogers.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That completion comes out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5, here we go.
Now
And
Luck
Luck
defers
for
to
the
Matt.
handoff.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And screen pass to T.Y. Hilton, who's going to get the first.
Got some breathing room.
And the Lions defense, that's a big choke by them.
The first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A
game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
21 seconds left. Game is tied 16-16, 2nd and goal.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. And they're just doing a lot of screen passes.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
That was the Funches.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll try and run.
Here's a handoff to Marlon Mack.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now. There's his hand. Kick the field goal, it looks like.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
The Colts just going to kick the field goal if they're smart. And got the win. All comes down to this kick.
So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
crazy if the Lions can block this right now. I don't think that's going to happen.
So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. It has the distance, and it is good.
This game is over. 19-16.
And the Hoosier
The Lions
State
are going
will
to be taken out of this tournament.
as the
But that's
Colts
a
have
great
won
effort.
it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came
great
easy.
Game.
Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this,
close game.
you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.
Field goal.
This was that type
highlights.
of a game.
And that's the one that was in the end zone for Hilton. Galladay's big game. Pick 6.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.
This
I'm
one
Brandon
is over.
Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL
Matthew
on
Stafford,
EA
78.5,
For
and
more,
Luck,
check us out
84.6.
at EASports.com.
Both really good.
The Colts
Thank you guys
winners
for
as
watching.
We say so
Like,
long
comment,
from
subscribe.
Indianapolis.
I'll see you guys next time. Actually, I want to look at the game that I have next time. All I remember is that it's going to tell us who faces the Browns in round 2. So let me just put the scores in for this game. It was 19-16. So 19. So Indianapolis Colts are going to play the Carolina Panthers in round 2 in Carolina. And the next game we are going to have is the Jacksonville Jaguars, the 29 seed, versus the New Orleans Saints, the 4 seed. So the winner faces the Cleveland Browns in round 2. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to watch that video tomorrow if I'm not busy. I've been busy a lot recently, so thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.